Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss an update from my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you very much for such an overwhelming response on my last video. I really did not expect that. This is the first time I've got so many views and likes and comments on a video in just a day of posting it. So at least I know I'm going in the right direction, and thank you for that kind of a response. Today's video is not going to be a tutorial for sure, because I think I've been doing too many tutorials in a row, so I thought let's do a chatty one today. But it is going to be an informative kind of a chatty video. So for today's video, I chose to talk a little bit about the bridal trousseau. So I have seen a lot of brides turning into bridezillas during their weddings because they just want to get everything right and everything perfect. But I guess there's no such thing as perfect, and you just got to go with the flow and just be like this person who can find different ways of doing the same thing if something is not going their way. And everyone talks so much about the trousseau in terms of clothes and shoes and accessories and this and that and all that, but very little is spoken about makeup. So I thought I should do a video on bridal makeup trousseau, which means when you go out shopping for your trousseau and when you're shopping for makeup in particular, you can have this ready checklist with you. It's literally going to be like a checklist. The things that I'm going to talk about today, it's literally going to be like this checklist that you can just buy and keep taking it off your list, and be rest assured that towards the end of the shopping you will have everything you need, not to do bridal makeup but to have in your kit, because for a bride, she not only has the main function to worry about, there's so many other invites they receive. They have to go to the relative's place, some puja, some temple, some visit, some this, some that, and you really have to do your own makeup every single time because you can't hire a makeup artist. So you need to have at least the basics in place. So this video is going to be like a bridal makeup kit. Not bridal, I think that's a very wrong term, but a makeup kit for a bridal trousseau. I think that's the only word that comes to my head. So without getting too technical about it, let's just dive right into it. Firstly, no matter what kit you're building, whether it's your bridal trousseau, whether it's your beginner's kit or whatever that is, always have a moisturizer and a sunscreen lotion in your kit. Like, that's a must have. So for the moisturizer, I recommend, because I use this SK-II moisturizer. This is the RNA Power Radical New Essence. It's not too oily, it's not too water based. It's the right combination of water and oil, I feel, because it almost like primes my skin before makeup. So I love this moisturizer. You can get this online from SK-II website. I don't know if there are any other dealers who are authorized to sell this in India, but or you can have them ordered from your friends who live in Singapore or Japan, Korea. I mean, it's very easily available there. The second product that I'm going to talk about is the sunscreen. I spoke about the sunscreen in my last tutorial as well. This is a La Shield sunscreen. I love this sunscreen because it's non-oily. It does not leave a white residue that most sunscreens leave, and this also turns a little tacky on application, so it's perfect to build makeup on it. So these two things in your kit is a must. Moving on to a primer. Please girls, if you're going to be out and about the city, or if you're going to have a long day and if you want your makeup to stay, then I would highly recommend you have a primer. I use this Smashbox primer. This is the Photo Finish primer. It is the best primer I've ever used in my entire life. There are many other options for primer in the Indian drugstore products as well. You can just go to any beauty store, the local beauty store, and you can ask for primers in different departments. Try them on your skin and see how they feel. If they are tacky enough, if they make your skin smooth enough, then just go ahead and buy it. But I would recommend the Smashbox primer for sure. And moving on to skin. Now, what does a girl need? If you have concerns such as dark circles, pigmentations, you need a corrector, you need a concealer, you need a foundation, like the most basic thing ever. So for correction, I would recommend you get a palette like this, but this is like a pro palette, so some of the colors may not even be of any use to you. So MAC does these small pots of concealers and correctors. They're like these small concealer pots. If you want very heavy coverage, then you can go for the creamy one. If you want light coverage, then I have these small boys here that I use for concealing my under eyes, because I really don't like to use cream concealers under my eyes. They tend to crease up a lot. I like sheer coverage, like a very light coverage, so I go for the NC42 liquid concealer, and this is bomb concealer. This is absolutely, it's not very thin, it's not very thick, it's just the right consistency for me, so I go for this. For correction of under eye, you need to have an orange corrector, so I have these corrector in the palette, but they have individual pots as well. Now a little hack here, if you have an orange lipstick that's matte and not glossy, you can 100% use it for color correction of under eyes. So your orange corrector is sorted, your concealer is sorted, either liquid or cream, suit yourself. Go to the store, match it to your skin, and then buy it. Don't buy it online. And a liquid concealer if you're not into cream concealer. So the concealers are out of way, so that becomes one of the aspects of the skin. The second is obviously the foundation. Go for a medium coverage foundation if you have skin concerns like pigmentation and pores and things like that. If your skin is absolutely flawless, I would suggest you completely skip the foundation, the liquid cream foundation step, and just go for a powder foundation like this. This is by Studio Fix, this is by MAC again. This is perfect for you if you have flawless skin, because all you need is a light dusting of this very heavy coverage powder. It is powder, but trust me, it is damn good coverage. But if you do have concerns, I would suggest you go for a liquid or a cream foundation, and I would suggest NYX Cosmetics Total Control Foundation. This foundation is so good, I'm applying it right now. I love this foundation. And now NYX store is available in India. I mean in Bombay. I think it is in the Infinity Mall in Malad. So please go visit the store, buy this foundation, do yourself a favor, and while you're at it, also buy this brush that comes along with it, because it's damn good. So that's foundation, concealer sorted, it's out of the way. Now for the powders, you can either set your base with this powder itself, which will make it very heavy coverage, or you can go with a translucent powder like this. Now this powder does not have any color as such, it's just like translucent. So you can go for a translucent powder to set the foundation, or for under eye alone you can buy a yellow powder. Makeup Revolution does it, I know. This is by Ben Nye. I don't know if Ben Nye is available on Nykaa or if they're resellers, but I know Makeup Revolution does it for sure. So just check out the yellow banana powder by Makeup Revolution and you will find your answer to that. That is base sorted. Now for contouring, highlighting and blush, get a palette. Now this palette is by Sleek. This is a drugstore product from UK that I had picked up. There are many such available in Indian drugstores as well, in Indian beauty shops. We don't say drugstores. There is by Faces, there is by Makeup Revolution, there is by Pack Cosmetics. So just go and figure it out. There will be a palette of 3 pans. So one will be a highlighter, one will be a contour shade, and one will be a blush shade. If you don't manage to get a palette which is 3 in 1, I suggest you just go for individual ones. So you can go for an individual blush pan like this, and then an individual highlighter pan like this. This is by MAC Cosmetics. This is called Soft and Gentle, and an individual bronzer. There are many bronzers available in several brands, so you just go and find the right shade for your skin. Personally, I feel MAC contour shade in Shade Stir, that particular bronzer, is bomb for Indian skin. So do give it a try when you are at the MAC store next. Or, like I said earlier, just buy a 3-in-1 palette of highlighter, blush and contouring. So you are good to go. You don't have to carry three different pans. You just have to get one palette. So that's for your face done. So you're done with concealer, corrector, foundation, powder and your highlighting and contour kit. So that's out of the way. Now moving on to the eyes. Now it really depends on what kind of a person you really are. Are you the kind of person who's into a lot of dramatic makeup, or are you the kind of person who's into soft, natural, nude makeup, or what kind of a person you are will determine what kind of palettes you want to have. My first go-to palette is the Master Palette by Mario, because it is such a beautiful spectrum of colors. It's got neutrals, it's got transition colors, it's got everything in there. It's got these beautiful highlighting colors. So this is my go-to palette for everyday look. If you're into purples, then the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette is a must-have. This particular brand is going to be on Nykaa really soon, so you don't have to worry about the availability and how to source them from, in India. So just wait for a little while, wait for Huda to launch on Nykaa. I know for sure they're going to launch anytime now, and then just get this palette, guys. This palette is everything. I love. In fact, my eye makeup is done with this palette right now, and it is so good. I can't tell you. The third palette that I would highly recommend is again the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. If you're into that kind of vibe, burgundy, maroon, fall vibe, if you are into that, pinks, rose golds, there are also some golds and like really dark gold. So if you're into that vibe, just go and just blindly buy that palette. So you have purples, you have your burgundies, and you have the neutral. So buy palette which will serve purpose at different occasions, and you're sorted. Next thing I would also recommend you to have are these crayon pencils, different colors. Brown and black I think are the most common ones, so I think they should make it to your kit no matter what. And then obviously different colors, like this is teal, this is purple, I have green, I have gold, I have silver. So depending on your favorite colors, just now these are from Maybelline. I know L'Oreal does it, Maybelline does it. Just go and explore your options and just pick your 2-3 different colors which are your favorite. The clothes that you wear, like you may have a certain color that makes it to your wardrobe all the time. So depending on that, just buy these pencils, and then you don't have to worry about having those eyeshadow palettes as well. You can just add a little tinge of color to your eyes and you're just ready to go. So that's with the eye makeup. And most importantly, don't forget to have an eyebrow groomer. Now this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got a spoolie on one end and it's got the pencil on the other. So there are lots of eyebrow pencils available in the market. Please have one in your kit. Eyebrows make the foundation of your makeup. Don't ever forget that. Last but not the least, you need a lash curler and you need a really good mascara. This is a tester mascara that I've been living off. It's by Givenchy, but I love it so much. It's not over yet, thankfully, but I promise you, as soon as it's over, I'm going to get another one. But for you, whatever mascara that you've been using till date, if you're comfortable with it, if you like it, just go ahead and have that in your kit and you're sorted. Now, this is all the makeup that you really need, to be honest. Like, I can do my everyday makeup with all the products that I mentioned just now. Over and above this, you really don't need much. Now, in terms of now this is the product, like these are the makeup products that you need to have. Now let's talk about tools. So you need like 5-6 brushes, I would say. One is the foundation brush, like a buffing brush like this. If you're into beauty blenders, then great, you don't even need a brush like this. Just buy a beauty blender. There's so many available in the market in different shapes, sizes. I know Pack Cosmetics on their website have such amazing beauty blenders. They're so cheap. I think for 450 bucks you get a pair or something. So buy those for foundation application. And then you can skip this completely. You don't need this buffing brush. You need 2 blending brushes, one large and one small for your eyeshadow. You need 1 flat brush for the lids. So 1 flat brush for the lid, 1 small blending brush for the crease, 1 large blending brush for the outer crease area. And then you just need a pencil brush such as this. This is a pencil brush. So these 4 brushes are more than enough to do your eye makeup. I'm being very honest, this is a fact. All you need is these 4 brushes. And then you need an angular brush like this for contouring and for blush. So this is great for blush application and for contouring. And then you need a tapered brush like this for highlighting your under eye and also for your cheekbone highlight. So in terms of brushes, this is all you need. This is all you need. With the same brush you can even apply powder on your face. So that is all you need in terms of brushes. So that is tools, that is out of the way as well. And my god, how much I spoke today. Dekhte dekhte pura kit ban gaya. But okay, anyway, so this is all you need. Now how you should pack this. Now you will get small pouches like these. This I got from Color Bar. And then this is from Nykaa. There's such cute pouches available. This is again a netted pouch. So what you can do is compartmentalize your makeup. Yes, that's what you should do. So put all the skin products in one pouch. Put all the face products, what am I saying? Put all the eyes products in one pouch. So 1 pouch for skin. So there goes your concealer, your highlight contour palette, your foundation and your powders. Then this you can keep for your eyes, say for example, wherein you put your kajal pencils, your mascara and your eyeshadow palettes and your brow pencil. And 1 pouch you can keep for your lipsticks. Oh, in terms of lipsticks, just buy any lipstick you like. I don't think it's rocket science to choose lipsticks. I mean, it's really very personal. Some people like matte, some people like gloss, some people like velvet finish. So just whatever shades you like, just stock a few lipsticks as well. Keep it in them. And then buy a bigger pouch like this. Okay. And put all these 3 in that. And then you have a single makeup kit like this. That's how I pack my makeup usually. And then for the brushes alone, you can get a glass like this. And then there's a cap for it. I can't find it now, it's there. But there's other half of the glass that you can close and then you can lock it. And that's how you can keep your brushes safe, so the bristles don't get spoiled. And then that also fits into this bigger kit. So you will have your entire makeup kept together in one medium size kit, which is very easy to it's quite spoiled, but I'm not embarrassed at all. Yeah, so which is very easy to travel with, to carry it around, to pack if you're going out of town. So just make sure you buy the right size of pouches and compartmentalize your makeup and then put it all together in a pouch like this, and you are just sorted for a couple of months till you want to restock, repurchase, rebuy, do all those things. You're just like absolutely sorted. So that, my friends, was the bridal makeup trousseau for you. I hope that was informative enough. I haven't gone in depth of which exact brands and which exact products you need to buy, because there is like ocean of products out there, and I think it's imperative that you step out into the market yourself and try different things and see what suits your skin. But at least I've given you like an overview of what you should have and what you shouldn't, and I think you can work your way around that. So I hope today's video was informative and that this will serve as a checklist the next time you go buy makeup or makeup shopping for your trousseau. Yeah, so do let me know in your comments what you think of today's video, and if there's any more feedback and suggestions, they're always welcome. For now, I gotta go, and I'll be back really soon with something really exciting next week. Until then, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.